Then, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10,
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Fight fans, this is the 13th round where we discuss all things boxing that are boxing. And this week, we will recap last weekend's big fights featuring Mikaela Mayer taking on Sandy Ryan. We will also give you the latest and greatest in the world of boxing and boxing news. And also, we will open up the phone lines and pose the question and ask the boxing fans, how do you feel about Gervonta Davis' next opponent being Lamont Roach? But before we get into it, how we do it, be sure that you hit that like button. All right, this past weekend, Mikaela Mayer reclaimed her place among boxing's elite last Friday night, capturing the WBO welterweight title with a thrilling majority decision victory over Sandy Ryan at the theater at Madison Square Garden. This win marked a significant comeback for the 34-year-old Mayer, who improved her record to 20 wins and 2 defeats, with 5 of her wins coming by way of knockout. Mikaela Mayer suffered 2 back-to-back losses against Natasha Jonas and Alicia Baumgartner. Now, I, for one, honestly think Mikaela Mayer won that fight against Natasha Jonas, but we did pick Natasha Jonas in that fight, so we were right with our prediction. But honestly, I thought Mikaela Mayer should have got the nod in that fight. But in the fight with Sandy Ryan, the judges scored the bout 95-95. That was one of the judges' scorecards. The other judges scored the fight 96-94 and 97-93. Both of those judges had the scorecards in favor of Mikaela Mayer. And that was a very action-packed fight between Mikaela Mayer and Sandy Ryan, and we have a little bit of footage of that fight. In other fight news, Terry Harper is now a 3-division world champion after defeating Rhiannon Dixon on the scorecards. Dixon was making the first defense of her WBO lightweight title of what was expected to be a start of a lengthy run. Terry Harper had other plans and proved otherwise. 2 of the judges scored that bout 97-93 in favor of Terry Harper, and 1 judge scored it 96-94 in favor of Terry Harper. All 3 judges scoring that fight for a unanimous decision, and new WBO lightweight champion of the world, Terry Harper. Congratulations to Terry Harper. And this is just another upset in the year of 2024, which happens to be the year of the upset. Other fights, Friday night, the bomb is back. Alicia Baumgartner and Delphine Persoon squared off Friday night in Atlanta. And I tell you what, Alicia Baumgartner came out throwing bombs, and we have the footage. Delphine Persoon suffered a bad cut from a accidental clash of heads that happened in the fourth round. And due to that fight not making it the entire 4 rounds, that fight was declared a no contest. But Alicia Baumgartner did, as you just saw, drop Delphine Persoon early in the bout, and I like to think that it was headed towards a knockout. We picked Alicia Baumgartner on the scorecards. I was more so thinking Alicia Baumgartner maybe wanted to get the rounds in, being that she was coming off the longest layoff of her career since the pandemic. But, big shout out to both Alicia Baumgartner and Delphine Persoon. I'm not sure if we'll get a rematch of that fight. It did not look competitive at all. I can't see Alicia Baumgartner having another 12 to 8 week training camp for this fight. Other fights that went on this weekend, we had Bruce Carrington winning a majority decision over Suleiman Sagawa. Bruce Carrington was really pushed to the limit in that fight, and they matched him up really well. I thought Carrington fought well. You can always be better, but hey, that Suleiman Sagawa was game. He was a lot better than I thought he was going to be, and he showed a good showing of himself. Big shout out to both of our combatants, and major shout out to Bruce Carrington on securing that victory. And you guys know, here at Rounds Boxing Club, we get to the bag, and our membership section of the channel is open, and I want you guys to sign up and help me help you guys get to the bag, because as you guys know, our contender package has all of our boxing bets included. And matter of fact, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you. I have something for you guys that will really help out as far as my membership packages and help you understand how they roll.
Let's start with the prospect package. At only $2.99, all members will receive a prioritized reply to all comments, shout outs at the end of every live stream, behind the scenes photos and status updates, and loyalty badges next to your name in the comment section and live chat. Our contender package is $4.99, and it includes all the perks from the prospect package, in addition to members only videos, members only live streams, early access to new videos, members only shorts, and our weekly boxing betting slips, including our best boxing bets. Our champion package is $9.99, which includes all of the perks from the prospect and contender tiers, in addition to custom workout plans, custom meal plans, and access to our best sports bets with our weekly bet slips from all sports. And finally, our undisputed package is $24.99, which includes all of the perks from our prospect, contender, and champion tiers, in addition to a 1-hour weekly session of personal training and discounted merchandise in the Rounds Boxing Club store.
All right, on a more serious note, the boxing career of Luis Alberto Lopez is in jeopardy. We all know that Luis Alberto Lopez suffered a vicious knockout defeat at the hands of Angelo Leo, a fight in which we covered here on the 13th round. And if you remember, Angelo Leo knocked out Luis Alberto Lopez with a vicious left hook that sent him crumbling to the canvas. And on his way down, Luis Alberto Lopez banged his head against the canvas. I mean, it bounced about 3-4 times off the canvas. You know what I'm saying? And his manager, and when I say his, I mean Luis Alberto Lopez manager, was really upset at the handling of the fight. What has so far been the greatest night of Angelo Leo's career may wind up being Luis Alberto Lopez's final moments in the boxing ring. Lopez co-manager Hector Fernandez did not hold back in his criticism of the bout's handling, particularly singling out referee Ernie Sharif. And I quote Hector Fernandez when he says, "It was one of the worst referees I've seen in my life in boxing. A guy like that does not deserve to be in the ring at a world title level, or even with amateurs. He's a butcher. As a referee, you need to protect the fighters from each other and from themselves." Now, I totally agree with that. As a referee, sometimes you got to protect that fighter from himself, because sometimes, just like some of these guys you see walk around the hood, they need a hug. You know what I'm saying? They too hard for themselves. You know what I'm saying? They can't even listen to an R&B song. That's what's wrong with the world. They hang around hard legs all day. They won't pull on triggers, scared to fight. Man, you go get you a hug. Go get you a female. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing like the smell of a female. You know what I'm talking about? But, that's neither here nor there. Back to what I was, getting at. Back to what Fernandez was saying. Fernandez further escalated the situation by saying that the New Mexico Athletic Commission was trying to keep them from getting post-fight assistance for Luis Alberto Lopez. Also, he said that the brain bleed was not from a legal punch throughout the bout. Now, I watched that fight. I didn't see too much egregious. The referee did give Angelo Leo a warning in that contest for hitting behind the head, but it was not on purpose. It just so happened. And like I said, it was just a warning. He didn't have to take a point. Nothing egregious. You know how it is, man. When you got certain feelings for someone, especially a fighter, and what I mean by feelings is you have a tie to that fighter where you're going to be a little biased. Angelo Leo's manager, Luis Alberto Lopez manager, is accusing the referee, the New Mexico Athletic Boxing Commission, and he's also saying Angelo Leo threw rabbit punches. So he's everywhere as far as to why Angelo Leo is suffering. Luis Alberto Lopez is suffering his brain bleed. But in the good news about the situation, he is no longer bleeding from the brain, but he has to wait 6 months for another MRI before a decision can be made on his boxing career. So we are going to keep Luis Alberto Lopez in our thoughts and prayers. We want the best for him. He does not have to rush back to the ring, and I've said this before. If he never fights again, we thank you for your contributions to the sport of boxing. Hopefully we see you make a return to the ring. All right. Daniel, the boy, and Anthony A.J. Joshua. All right. Look, we didn't get to cover our post-fight analysis of this fight, so we'll go over it real quick. There was no warm-up or fill-out period in the fight between Daniel Dubois and Anthony AJ Joshua. Daniel Dubois came to fight. Anthony Joshua came to have a fill-out process. Basically, the problem in that fight was Anthony Joshua didn't let his hands go. That is basically what I saw. You know, not saying he would have won the fight. He would have had a better chance, though. Anthony Joshua came out in the first round, pawing that jab out, you know, just pawing it out, more so as a rangefinder. And he should have took some lessons from Lennox Lewis or Larry Holmes, a fighter, a heavyweight fighter with a good jab, a fighter who used for having a powerful jab. Daniel Dubois had no respect in that fight for Anthony AJ Joshua. He knocked Joshua down buku times, at least 3 times, maybe 4 or 5, but at least 3 that the referee counted. I want to say Joshua went down early in that fight in the first round. But everything culminated in the 5th round when Joshua actually had his best moment of the fight. And right before that clip that I showed you, Anthony Joshua actually had stunned Daniel Dubois and had him hurt for a split second. And AJ did decide to let his hands go at that moment, but he forgot to be defensively sound while doing so. Watch these highlights again and watch how Daniel Dubois just touches his chin because AJ has his hands down as he is on the attack. That was a very destructive shot, and that was the shot that ended the night for Anthony AJ Joshua. A lot of debates going on about Anthony AJ Joshua's future in boxing. If you watch that fight and if you have been keeping up with Anthony AJ Joshua's career, then you know that Anthony Joshua has taken some hard headshots in his career.
At this big arena, you know, it was a blessing. You know, I was taking it all in.
All right, secondary question.
No Diddy.
Hey, Jerron, two quickies over here.
Even versus Crawford at the ballpark, fuck me. I mean, this table's about to jump up in a minute. That's got me really excited.
Oh, no.
Wait a minute. No Diddy.
No Diddy.
And with Anthony AJ Joshua losing this IBF title fight to Daniel Dubois, it gives us a last chance to get the Deontay Wilder fight with Anthony AJ Joshua, a fight that is long overdue and it's almost stale at this point. Both Anthony AJ Joshua and Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder have losing records in their last 5 fights. So, you know, it's, man, I still want to see that fight. If Wilder has already committed to continuing his career in boxing, I don't believe AJ is retiring. I don't believe he's going to leave that money on the table. I think he's going to fight either Tyson Fury at some point next year or Deontay Wilder at some point next year, if not both. AJ is a warrior, and it will be a crying shame not to see him fight 2 of the other top heavyweights of his era, that being Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. And I will say this much. If that fight is made between Anthony AJ Joshua and Deontay Wilder, then I guarantee you that I already know where I'm placing my bet. Y'all saw Deontay Wilder's last fight. Y'all saw how he looked. Look, I'm putting my money on Anthony A.J. Joshua if that fight is made. And speaking of betting,
Exciting news. Here at Rounds Boxing Club, we are thrilled to announce our partnership with BetStamp and Sign Up Expert, opening up an incredible opportunity for you to cash in on some of the best odds and new user offers. If you're looking to take your betting game to the next level, then I highly suggest that you sign up for your next sportsbook using my sign up for link, which can be found in the description of this video. Don't miss this incredible opportunity to elevate your betting game. I will see you guys in the winner's circle. Peace.
and now for our main entree. The WBA has approved Lamont Roach to step up in weight to the 135-pound division and challenge Gervonta Tank Davis. Though the PBC has yet to officially announce its rumored December 14th Gervonta Davis and David Benavidez doubleheader, we are about as close to official as we can get. Shortly after David Benavidez dispelled the rumors of a David Morrell Jr. fight and confirmed that he is now facing Jesse Hart, the WBA has given super featherweight champion Lamont Roach Jr. clearance to challenge Tank Davis for the lightweight championship title. Tank Davis, who has last seen standing over Frank Martin in June, hasn't fought a mandatory challenger since stopping Rolando Rolly Romero more than 2 years ago. There are rumblings that he'll fight Shakur Stevenson in a unification sometime next year, but for the moment, we'll have to be content with watching him face a super featherweight champion for the second time in 4 fights. You guys know this is not the first super featherweight that he has pulled up. We saw him, I believe he pulled up Santa Cruz. And then more recently, he pulled up Hector Luis Garcia, who Lamont Roach beat on that Gervonta Davis and Frank Martin undercard. As a Tank fan, this isn't a fight that we can brag on. I'm a Tank fan, so I say we. This isn't a fight we can brag on. But I don't think Gervonta Davis gets the credit for the Frank Martin fight that he should get. You know, Frank Martin was a viable opponent in the 135-pound division. But this fight, I think, is more so a stay busy fight for Tank Davis. Not making any excuses, Lamont Roach fought Hector Luis Garcia very well. I don't think he stands a snowball chance in hell against Tank Davis. And now for our question of the day. All right, today's question of the day is, how do you as a boxing fan feel about Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach? We will open up the phone lines after this quick message from Mr. James. Lights Out Tony.
Yo, what's up? This is James, Lights Out Tony, the one only. Please go subscribe to Rounds Boxing Club. My people, great people. I guarantee go to the gym to check them out. Lights out, baby, all day, every day.
All right, the phone lines are now open once again. The question of the day, we want to hear from you guys. We want to know, how do you guys feel about Gervonta Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach? Phone lines are now open. You can give us a call here at Rounds Boxing Club. The number is 213-543-4464. All right. If you haven't heard by now, Devin the Dream Haney is suing Ryan Garcia. Devin Haney has decided to take Ryan Garcia to the courtroom as he has filed a lawsuit citing fraud and battery as the charges against Ryan Garcia. Teofimo Lopez Sr. believes that Devin Haney is suing Ryan Garcia just to save his destroyed image. Ryan Garcia earned a decision over Haney in April, where he also recorded 3 knockdowns. His majority decision was later declared a no contest following Ryan Garcia's positive test for the banned substance Ostarine. Haney has since filed an alleged fraud, battery, suspended for a year. So, here's my thing. First and foremost, in no way am I condoning Ryan Garcia popping dirty for Ostarine. However, the substance was obtained by Ryan Garcia. And to me, all of the ownership of that falls back on him. Ryan Garcia has came out and said that he received supplements from Zab Judah's former strength and conditioning coach. And we all know, including Ryan Garcia, that Zab Judah is like the godfather, the uncle, some long-lost family member of Devin Haney. In what world, why would you take a supplement given to you from someone outside of your camp, let alone someone being related to your opponent? You know, Ryan Garcia, that part of the story just don't make no damn sense. But, you know, I can see if that did happen, you know what I'm saying? But it's still no excuse for that happening. Now, Devin Haney suing Ryan Garcia for battery. Man, what is the damn world coming to? Did y'all not sign up for a boxing fight? And yeah, I know Ryan signed up to fight you at a certain weight. He missed weight, but he also paid you what, $1.5 million for the 3 pounds that he was over. He also had his victory over Devin Haney reversed to a no contest. He was also fined another $1.1 million, and Ryan Garcia is currently under a suspension. And now Devin Haney, you're gonna take him to court, maybe take him to court for the defamation of character, or whatever else, but to take him to court for battery, and you were in a boxing match, is beyond me, man. It's a new day and age, and I don't know what's going on in between Devin Haney and Sean O'Malley. You know, Sean O'Malley is a UFC fighter, a big time UFC fighter for my boxing fans who don't know. But Sean O'Malley has some very choice words for Devin Haney.
Boxers are fucking pussies, dude. Devin Haney's a bitch. He is such a bitch. Dude, if Devin Haney wants to talk shit, he really wants to fight, I'll put $1 million, me versus him, no time limit, and we can fight. MMA rules, just a fight. Or we can do no rules. So if you want to fucking eye poke me, you can. Do a real fucking fight. If you want to talk shit on Twitter, we can really, really actually fight. Or just don't talk shit. One of the two. Either don't talk shit or let's actually fight. Yeah. I would box. I wouldn't put $1 million amount of money, but I would box Devin Haney. Just boxing rules, just to protect him. I would just simply box him. But he wouldn't simply just fight me. So, don't talk shit. Don't talk.
Devin Haney, you got to get the knockout for boxing, man. You got these UFC fighters that man say he a boxer. And I wouldn't mind seeing it. I mean, it's early in your career. I don't want you stepping out, taking no crossover fights, man. You got a lot of work to do just in boxing, period. You don't need to be taking no crossover fights right now. Bill Haney is declaring this as the Devin Haney era, and Bill might just be right. Because it's just hard for me to believe that the decision to file a battery lawsuit against Ryan Garcia would have been accepted in the 70s, 80s, or 90s as a legitimate boxing fighter or a legitimate boxer. I'm just sorry. I just don't believe that. It's a sign of the times. And that's just my take. Oscar De La Hoya. We all know Oscar De La Hoya has been very, very opinionated as of late, and nothing has changed as Oscar De La Hoya has more strong opinions for us this week.
It's time for your favorite part of the week, the only segment in boxing that gives you the facts and makes you laugh. It's Clapback Thursdays. Alright, some of my frenemies had a really shitty week, and unfortunately for them, I'm here to unpack all the drama. Let's go. Alright, let's start with last weekend's fight in the UK. Anthony Joshua was knocked out in the 5th round by Dubois. It was actually an amazing fight, an entertaining fight, and I like AJ. However, this was another huge L for Eddie Hearn, who is literally 0-11 to Frank Warren this year. This continues the Matchroom curse, meaning if you sign with Matchroom, you're either guaranteed to lose or get injured. To make matters worse, Eddie Hearn faced off with his old buddy Devin Haney in the crowd at Wembley. Eddie, you can't build a fighter to save your life. Anthony Joshua had the world at his fingertips, and you found a way to fumble his career. And speaking of Eddie, my other buddy Dana White had some high praise for him.
Listen, I like Eddie Hearn very much. Eddie Hearn was at the Sphere fight. He came early before the fight started. I have a great relationship with him. I have a great relationship with the Warrens. Obviously, love Tom Loeffler and his matchmaking and what he does. I would probably be working with a lot of people. I'm sure you can assume the people that I would not be working with. I don't think you have to be a fucking genius to figure that one out. But yeah, I like Eddie Hearn a lot and would love to work with Eddie Hearn.
Oh my gosh, Dana, you don't want to work with me? I guess I won't be invited to your circle jerk with Eddie. You realize you will have to pay boxers real money if you want to be in our sport, right? You called the godfather of promoters, Bob Arum, a scumbag and a piece of shit in a press conference last week. Way to start off your Neanderthal path into the world of boxing. And finally, Hall of Famer Shane Mosley Sr. is returning to the ring this weekend at Harrah's in Philly for a celebrity boxing match.
Hey guys, it's Sugar Shane Mosley. Don't miss my return to the ring September 28th.
You look like you just bathed in Diddy's baby oil.
Disgusted.
What the fuck? Shane, you talk so much shit about me. I'm actually gonna rise above it because I feel so bad for you, dude. I want to buy out the arena you're fighting in. Let me know who I can contact so I can make this happen. And by the way, keep my name out of your fucking mouth. Have a great weekend. And remember, folks, you're not a hater when you only speak the facts.
Yo, I love Oscar De La Hoya's clapback segment. And one fight I did forget to cover was Shane Mosley's old ass return to the ring. But shout out to Sugar Shane Mosley Sr. He got a knockout victory, I believe. I'm not sure who he fought, but he got a knockout victory. And he went on to call out Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao for a fight. And I believe he called out Amir Khan as well. So, and Oscar De La Hoya. I doubt Oscar De La Hoya is coming off the promoter, from the promoter table to fight Shane Mosley. You might get Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao, I hear, is looking for a few dollars, and maybe Mosley can make that Pacquiao fight happen. I'd rather see Pacquiao Mosley than the Pacquiao versus a Barrios, even though I wouldn't mind seeing Manny Pacquiao versus Gervonta Davis at a Jeremy Zero Hill. My man Jeremy Zero Hill got a first round knockout. You know, that's our guy from New Orleans. You know, we interviewed him here on the 13th round. He got a first round knockout over Isial Carranza. And major shout out goes to Jeremy Zero Hill. And right now we'll have a message from the man himself.
Yo, it's Jeremy Zero Hill. You're watching Ron's Boxing Club.
All right, we'll double back. We're gonna revisit the question of the day. All right, today's question of the day is, how do you as a boxing fan feel about Gervonta Davis taking on Lamont Roach? From any point of view or perspective, feel free to call in to the show. Right now, we are live here at Rounds Boxing Club. You can give us a call at 213-543-4464. We would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on Gervonta Davis' next fight against Lamont Roach. Personally, I think this fight needs to be one of them Amazon Prime freebies. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no way this main event is pay-per-view worthy. You know, this undercard is going to have to be stacked if Gervonta Davis is fighting Lamont Roach and they want us as fans to buy this as a pay-per-view. I mean, the undercard gonna have the rematch of David versus Goliath, the rematch of Cain and Abel. You know, have all them boys on there for me to buy this pay-per-view. Ain't no way. You know, shout out to the Fire Stick guys and the people over at Undercutter Cable Services, because one way or another, I promise I will watch this fight. IYK. If you know, you know. You know what I'm talking about? So, we got some more. You know, they be doing my man Floyd Mayweather some bad online, just in public. No matter what, man, Floyd is going to get the hate. And it's sad, man. They be trolling my man Floyd everywhere he goes. Check this out. This is an oldie but goodie.
Floyd! I'll knock you out, nigga! You sick, look at
it. So what's so funny about that clip is, you know, Floyd, not only is he a superstar, but Floyd feels like he's a superstar to superstar. So, you know, this guy's calling Floyd all out. And when Floyd looks down, you know, he's looking down like it's going to be a fan with admiration for him. And he's kind of like got that smirk like, yeah, the people love me. And to see his facial expression change when the guy was like, yo, Floyd, yeah, I'll F you up, or whatever he told him, you know what I'm saying? Just watch how Floyd Mayweather's facial expression changes. And I don't know why that is so funny to me, but it is.
Floyd! I'll knock you out, nigga! You sick, look at
it. But, you know, we got to put the boom in the bat back in the trap, and we got to let Floyd Mayweather get his get back, man. We ain't going to let Floyd go out like that. What you got to say to him, Floyd?
These hating ass niggas can't fuck with me. It's like 4 to the 5, 5 to the 6. Hating ass niggas all in my mix. It's like 6 to the 7, 7 to the 8. The 38 specialist set these niggas straight. It's like 8 to the 9, 9 to the 10. This a freestyle, I ain't use no pen. We getting money, yep. We hustling, yep. We got them guns, yep. We buy the bar, yep. We got them cars, yep. We poppin' tags, yep. We ballin', yep. I said we ballin', yep. We getting money, yep. We hustling, yep. We got them guns, yep. We buy the bar, yep. We got them cars, yep. We poppin' tags, yep. We ballin', yep. I said we ballin', yep. It's like King Kong, I'm like King Kong. I play bitch niggas like ping pong. Got a lot of cheddar, young Mayweather. Got my shit straight, get your shit together. Real cocky, real flashy. You in the wrong lane, you can't pass me. They see the cars, they see the chips, they see the hoes, they on my dick. I make it storm, I make it rain.
Yo. I got to dedicate that one to the player haters, naysayers, and Swagger Jackers. And I said that all wrong. I got to dedicate that to the Swagger Jackers, player haters, and naysayers. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the show thus far. Right now, we are going to give a few subscribers shout outs. You know what time it is. And if you don't, it's going to run out before we clock out. Let's get it, baby. Shout out Mr. Mechanical. Big shout out to Money Man 123. Shout out my man Trizzy Dollars. Shout out Salvador Pinata. Shout out Ray Walker. Shout out Bernie the Boxer. Shout out Bliss Matthews. Big shout out goes to Mr. Theo. Shout out Gadfly Gang. Shout out House of Marquee. Shout out Fast Car Heady Hitman. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 13th round, and I'm your host, Coach Rounds. You know the drill. As always, be sure to like, subscribe, protect yourself at all times. We will see you guys later on in the week.